Trying to cast my mind back to last year when we went to Saarbrücken. Didn't Dave Chisnell break the first 9 record? He had something ridiculous, like 136 first 9 average for the match.
Yeah,
57.
he did have a ridiculous first 9 average. He was in Saarbrücken. Was it last year? Was it the year before?
Pretty sure it was last year. Have to do with some digging on that one.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we can dig that out.
140.
That was an incredible scoring performance, and yet the overall average wasn't as high as the record that he set with the Euro Tour record of 118 and change.
Professor's not here this weekend.
No, he's not here. Dave Chisnell, one of the top 10 Euro Tour appearance makers over the years, along with Peter Wright, Irvin King, Michael Smith,
Ian White.
Ian White was here this weekend, but not for very long. Knocked out by Dirk van Dijvenbode, who we will see in a couple of games' time, an all-Dutch affair with Jeffrey de Zwaan.
I wonder what kind of amped up walk on we're going to get today. Yesterday was muted from Dirk. I want full Dirk today.
It was a muted walk on, but I'll tell you what, the darts have been screaming.
They
have been superb from Dirk van Dijvenbode at the start of 2020.
You had a chat with him yesterday. I had one with him after the match, and he was talking so much about making the Sunday. Now that he's done that, I think maybe the shackles are off a little bit.
153.
Now, can Wright get the 153? It's possible. Again, he goes left on the treble 19 shot. 86 left.
There have not been many straight darts from either player in this, but Peter Wright has thrown 3 straight darts, and they've all been in combination finishes at the end of the leg.
Can Noppert, well, he can't do what Ryan Searle did last night against Spencer Sudovic and taking the 170 out.
98. Did you require 32?
Can't afford to do what he did last time around when he was here, which was split all 3.
Yes, on the
And he
full
doesn't.
flag, Peter Wright. Mid leg is Peter to throw first.
Well, that's the break back that Peter Wright needed. Danny Noppert knows that it's an opportunity missed. He has beaten Peter Wright on another occasion, other than that Euro Tour victory a couple of years ago in Sindelfingen. The last 3 times have all been won by Peter Wright. They were all won towards the back end of last year as well. So recent history says Peter Wright goes on and wins this. You can't discount Noppert, who's been very, very solid so far this year.
We do know that it's going to be Merv versus Michael Smith.
A former Sindelfingen final, that.
Yes.
60.
There's Team Wright. Joe and Paul. But this section, which is also in the top half, of course, Wright or Noppert versus Cross or Ratajski. That's pretty delicious.
It really is. And I don't know who you make his favourite between Cross and Ratajski in that one. Cross is the lower seed, but is higher ranked. He is
got
the
a coin
European
on him.
champion. Well, I think from this year, the thing is, you know what you're going to get with Ratajski, and with Rob, you're not quite sure. It could be amazing, but it could be not as good as Ratajski.
If you look at the grey areas of yesterday's game for Cross, just get the feeling that he's getting better, and consistency is what he's looking for. There's that left shot again on the 19, but it's a good miss. Especially when you leave double 10.
41.
Absolutely. Well, as I say, there haven't been many straight darts from Peter Wright, but they've just come at significant times. And yet he is still averaging way up there. We're talking close to 110 than 100.
It's the World Championship winning double. She misses this time.
10. Danny Uruguay 146.
To put the cat amongst the pigeons. It's not going to happen. Danny Noppert's turn to pull one left on a combination finish.
52. Peter Uruguay 10.
Not going to choose to split this. It's a good lie.
Yes, on the fifth leg, Peter Wright.
Sneaks it into the
Fifth leg
green
is
bit
Danny to throw first.
very snugly. There's a lot made about darts that Peter's using. Not sure he's got another type of set with him. I think if he does have any variations with him, it'll be the same design. Can't really say much about the excellence of the barrels being an advantage for Peter because Danny's darts are made by the same engineer.
It's all personal preference, isn't it? And as I say, I think Peter Wright, 3 years ago, when I think for a spell he was the best player in the world, when he did beat Van Gerwen 6-0 in that Euro Tour final and won the UK Open, he was using different darts. They're similar, obviously. They're a similar shape. Seem like they have the same sort of balance, similar setup. But I just think if you gave him a straight barrel dart, he'd be able to go and throw 105 average.
435.
We've seen him throw Phil Taylor type ones and win titles.
I think sometimes with Peter and his experimenting, he wants to get the weighting of the dart right, the weighting of the barrel phase.
45.
He's tested things with weight at the nose end, next to the point, the weight towards the back, the middle. These ones seem to be the right balance, but another change he made during the World Championships was the flight that he was using, and he's gone to the longer stem as well. Now against Noel Malikdem, he was using a shorter stem and a stock flight that comes in the box when you buy these darts. But he's gone to a molded flight that has perfect right angles to it. And he just seems to love them and has used them ever since. Stay there for double six.
Yeah. But that's the benefit of going that route for the 1-3-2. A lot of people might be thinking, he's going to go bull, double 16, but straight ton leaves you on double 16. You've got the option of going that way if your opponent's not on a finish. Sensible choice.
Uruguay 32.
Inching closer. Good shot. As Danny was lurking on that 1-2-4. Plenty of supporters for Snaky this afternoon. Nothing strange about that on the Euro Tour. He's arguably the most popular player.
Yeah, certainly. And Danny Noppert may be thinking that his chances slipped by because 3 legs into this, he was averaging 130. And managed to establish a 3-0 lead. And since then, Peter Wright has just carried on producing world champion level darts. Danny Noppert has seen his level drop a little. I mean, it had to. He couldn't keep hitting everything he was going for.
I wonder how many of those things have been sold in the last 5 years.
Well, I'd imagine a fair few. I'm sure it's not just the same handful being passed around.
I was looking at Danny's profile on the internet before this match began, and I've been watching his game since his Lakeside days. Big fan of his action. I think it's nice and robotic, repetitive. But if you look at him now compared to when he played at Lakeside, he has lost weight. Does spend a bit of time in the gym, and
97.
He's a very energetic young man. Never looks lethargic. Always looks focused and ready.
Yeah, I mean, even when we've seen him playing in the latter stage of the tournaments, it never looks like fatigue or the long day is getting to him. The only time I can think of where he hasn't really done himself justice at the end of a tournament was probably when he made the TV final back in the last year, the World Series final. And I think part of that was he was playing in the first big TV final of the PDC, and it was Van Gerwen, and it was in Amsterdam, wasn't it, in his home country. I think the whole occasion was a little bit much. Certainly came across like that. We do get to go to his neck of the woods on the Euro Tour this year, a first time appearance in Leeuwarden up in that part of the Netherlands. We'll be playing a Pro Tour double-header just before. Is it before or after? Before, there we go. Just before as well, so 3 ranking events for Danny Noppert to compete in. I assume that he's going to make the European Tour event because we'll have the seeded players and then the top 2 tour card holders from the Netherlands. So he should be there as things stand.
Yeah, it's always nice to play close to home. I don't think Peter knows a lot about that, considering where he lives. He lives in the east of England. Has to drive a fair way to get to anything, really. 5 or 6 hours to Wigan, 4 or 5 hours to Barnsley. We know what it's like getting to continental Europe, but tops missed twice by the same margin. By that maximum, Danny Noppert has given himself an outside shot.
He's back in this game if this goes. Should be treble 21st. Correct decision. Tops, he loves it. Oh no. I mean, his flights aren't even that big and he's managed to hit one.
40.
Yeah, that was a bad dot from Danny and he knows it. Nowhere near the target. Wright gets the reprieve. Missed 10's the last time he was on it, but not this time.
Flag, Peter Wright. Next leg is Danny to throw first.
Well, that might have been the chance for Danny Noppert, but he's just lost 4 legs on the spin to the world champion, and it might well be a 4th defeat in a row to Peter Snakebite Wright for him.
58.
I was talking to our commentator Rob Malarkey the other day about design work and things like that, and I referred to Peter Wright's shirt. So I'm amazed that he hasn't tried to make the back of his shirt 3-dimensional yet.
I did, yeah. I've seen those 3D t-shirts and bags and stuff, but I'm surprised because they do like a gimmick. I think they'd be quite good.
108.
Nothing gimmicky about that. Got to win 4 straight from here, Danny Noppert, if he wants to play this evening.
100.
Peter Wright still keeping pace with Noppy despite the Dutchman's 180. And I'm not sure what the bookies are saying about who the favourite for the title is. But with Michael van Gerwen going out, then the natural on the rankings, Peter Wright should be. But I think a lot of people will be looking at Gerwin Price. As I say, whoever wins this faces Ratajski or Cross. I mean, look, there's just quality everywhere.
Well, a few days ago, I tipped that Michael Smith was due a 9-darter. He got that on Thursday. And you just get the feeling he's due a Euro Tour again.
Well, he probably is. But Peter Wright's going to be very, very difficult to stop today. Danny Noppert, a 72 checkout, will stop him in this leg. Great dart, double 12. Yeah, really nice. 14-darter. And a little bit of a surprise for Danny Noppert. He'd forgotten what winning a leg feels like.
That will make you feel so much better. Those 2-dart combos that just get popped out like that make you feel really good about your game. Make Danny feel a little better. He's of the James Wade type of school. He prefers to leave tops if possible. What did you make of James Wade's shoes yesterday?
Didn't get a proper look at them. So, I mean, we'll get another look this afternoon, won't we, when Wade takes on Aspinall. But, I mean, however, whatever they were like, I very much doubt they were as offensive as those trousers that he had for a while.
I did reference those.
Oh, I thought you might.
The ironic thing is that the trousers that we all despised actually wouldn't match the shoes.
Okay.
I guarantee you Peter's been up to him in the practice room this afternoon and said, "Where did you get those? I like those." Makes things a little bit bright and sparkly.
100.
Well, his performances have certainly been sparkling at the start of 2020 by and large. A few exceptions, of course, but Peter Wright
45.
looking to underline his credentials as the second most successful player on the European Tour, and indeed the most successful on the Euro Tour that's still in this one. He won't get a dart at the bullseye.
41.
Dear me, it's another one dragged left on a combination finish. I thought we'd got over that spell, Peter.
How many of those have there been? I think it's 5 or 6. There's been just slightly pulled to the left. A 1 going for the 18s, a couple of 5s, and I think 3 7s. So something to work on potentially for later. But he'll have plenty of time if he gets double 16, which he does.